Before we go anywhere, we've even got to start to do this.
I thought we were past all this, moving from Lotus.
Onto another British vehicle.
Well, it's having none of it.
No. What I could do is just jam this screwdriver in there. Do you want me to do that?
Yeah, please. Tell us what you're doing.
We're going to be using our first aid kit to try and fix the filler cap. And as it's a surgical thing, we're going to use our surgical scissors.
How are we looking down?
That's Dr. Galloway.
Dr. Galloway.
It's not going to last.
It's not, is it?
But at least it can't be seen, so you won't be embarrassed.
Anyway, so we just left the Cotswolds and we're heading to Bath, and we're hopefully taking in some scenic roads. I'm following Darren in his Porsche 996 Carrera 4, and we have a slight problem. I have an issue with my fuel filler cap. It won't stay shut, so I filled up on the way here from Oxford, went into a Shell garage, filled up with fuel, and did the little pokey thing, and it just kept on flicking back up, flicking back up, flicking back up. I probably spent about 20 minutes trying to hold it down, and it just wouldn't stay. So yeah, so Darren had some tape, some surgical tape from his first aid kit in the Porsche, and we stuck it down. So looking at my wing mirror now, it looks like it's holding. But it's not a problem if it comes back up, I don't think. So luckily there's a twisty cap inside there, so the fuel can't come out. This is the joys of owning British made cars, I suppose. These things happen. So anyway, so we're off to Bath, and we're going all the way through the Cotswolds to get there. So I'm hoping the rain holds off and it's dry. Don't go through Darren, don't go through Darren. I'm stuck. So you join me in my Aston Martin 2007 Vantage 4.3, so it's the early Vantage. I think they started in 05, 06, so this is one of the earlier cars. I bought this car in October of last year, so not that long ago really, and I bought it to replace my Lotus Esprit V8. However, I've still got my Lotus Esprit V8, so at the moment I'm running kind of both of these cars. The main reason I bought this to replace the Esprit was I could use it on days like this where it's raining, and you know, getting the Esprit out on a wet day isn't much fun. There's no traction control, it's rear wheel drive, twin turbo. You know, it's fun, but you just, when it's a wet day, you just don't really want to take it out. I think one of the main reasons is the rust. You know, the underside of the car hasn't got an under tray, and the turbos sit quite low, and it just absolutely eats away at the turbos. The bad weather, it's just not worth it. So this car, as I say, was to replace it, but it hasn't replaced it. I've just ended up with two V8s. It's not a bad place to be, I suppose. But another thing which attracted me to the Vantage V8 is I think now's a really good time to buy one. You can pick up reasonable examples for under £30,000, which I think is the deal of the century. I really do. You know, this car when it was new cost around about £90,000. This one's got a few extras. I think the base price was just over 80. But as I I say, this one's got quite a few optional extras, and I think this was about a £90,000 car back in 2007. So really, I mean, I paid $28,900 for this car, which I think is an absolute steal. It's got what Aston Martin owners would probably class as high miles. 70,000 miles to me isn't a high mileage car, but you know, it puts some owners off for some strange reason. I'm not one of them. I just think it enables me to get into a car which, you know, if it was say 40,000, I probably wouldn't put £40,000 into one car. I currently have 5 cars, which drives my wife mad. So I've got the Esprit, which I've just talked about earlier. I've got a 1996 MR2 T-Bar, which I love, and then we've got our workhorses, I suppose. I drive a E-Class as my daily, and it's a 13-year-old car, absolute tank of a car. So I use that as my daily, and then my wife, we have an i3 which she uses to commute to work with. I absolutely adore the i3. I really want to do a review on the i3 at some point. It's a car which has really grown on me since we've owned it, and yeah, I think it is the future, unfortunately, but yeah, it's a good car. But as I said before, I think this is, if you're looking for a sports car and you have about £30,000 to spend, I think you'd be mad not to consider one of these. You know, it's one of the most beautiful cars ever made. Ooh, there's a Lotus Colt. Yeah, it's one of the most beautiful cars ever made. The noise is absolutely amazing. I think it's the best sounding car I've ever owned. It's not the quickest, but it's not slow. It's far from slow. I think that's one of the biggest criticisms you see on any reviews, is that it's a little bit underpowered. I think this has about 380 or so horsepower. Mine does have a Lighting flywheel and twin plate clutch, which means it revs freely. It's got more instant throttle response compared to a standard car. But you know what? It's not slow. It really isn't. I think 0 to 60 time is just shy of 5 seconds, and it will go on to 175. I think is what the book says. But it really, it's on roads like this. You know, I don't think you're missing out by not having as much power as other cars, to be honest. But it's fast enough for me, definitely. But so yeah, I think this is a good buy if you have £30,000 to spend on a car. And I think they pretty much started to hit their rock bottom sort of depreciation sort of bubble, I suppose. I think some you might find close to 25 grand, but I can't see them going lower than that. I really can't. If anything, I think the prices might start going up because of the new Aston Martin Vantage is what, 130,000, and it's the AMG twin turbo, which I think is going to put a lot of people off. I think naturally aspirated engines are sort of dying out now, especially 4.3 and 4.7 litre. So yeah, I would definitely go out and buy one. Went to Stonewall, met up with Darren, and then I think that's when you first joined me on the trip. My fuel filler cap still won't shut, even with Darren's surgical tape. Yeah, so it's been flapping around all day, so I need to take a look at that and work out whether or not I need to buy a new part, or if I can just spray some WD-40 in there and try and get the spring to sort itself out. So yeah, I'll take a look at that. So please subscribe if you want to see more of the Aston Martin, or if you want to see my Lotus Esprit. So here's the Lotus. That will be going at some point, but there you go. So yeah, please subscribe if you would like to see this car. Once the weather gets better, I will definitely be taking this car out, hopefully try and do a review showing what it's like to own a Lotus Esprit, and I can also talk about the reasons why I'm selling it. It's no fault of the car, it's just, yeah, this is my second Lotus Esprit that I've owned. I just think it's time to move on to other cars, hence the replacement, which is the Aston. So I'm about to bring the Aston back in. So it's raining outside, hence why I've closed the door. But I need to sort out the fuel filler cap and start planning our next road trips. So we're off to Scotland in May on May Bank holiday. So please, as I say, subscribe if you want to see that trip. But yeah, so get the car in, sort out the filler cap, and yeah. But it's been a really good day today. Really enjoyed the roads. We were really fortunate with the weather. It was drizzly on the way there in part, but it was torrential on the way back, so I didn't bother filming anything on the way back because it just wasn't worth filming, to be honest with you. But yeah, so get the car back in, get it cleaned, sort out the fuel filler cap issue, and hopefully get some more videos coming up soon. But yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.